What if snakes had legs? Imagine you're hiking through a forest. You hear leaves rustling nearby. You expect to see a lizard, or maybe a rabbit. Instead, a giant cobra suddenly stands up and starts running toward you. Not slithering, running. Sounds terrifying. But what if snakes actually had legs? Would they become the most dangerous predators on Earth? Or would legs actually make them worse at surviving? Let's find out. It might surprise you to learn that snakes weren't always legless. Millions of years ago, their ancestors actually had 4 legs. Scientists know this because they've discovered ancient snake fossils with tiny hind legs attached to their bodies. Over time, evolution slowly removed those limbs. But why would an animal lose something as useful as legs? Because in their case, having no legs turned out to be an advantage. Most scientists believe early snakes spent much of their time underground. Long, narrow bodies could squeeze through tiny tunnels that legs would only get stuck in. As generations passed, smaller legs became more useful than larger ones. Eventually, the legs disappeared completely. Natural selection had created the perfect burrowing predator. Now imagine evolution took a different path. Snakes kept their legs. The first thing that changes is speed. Many people think snakes are slow. They're not. Some species can already move at around 20 kilometers per hour while slithering. Now give them 4 powerful legs. Open grasslands would become much more dangerous. A snake could sprint after prey instead of waiting for an ambush. But here's the twist. They might actually become worse hunters. Today's snakes have one incredible advantage. They can move almost silently. Their bodies stay low to the ground. They slip through grass, climb trees, swim through rivers, and squeeze into spaces that almost no other predator can reach. Legs would make all of that much harder. Suddenly, they couldn't fit into tiny burrows. Moving through thick vegetation would become noisier. They'd lose the stealth that makes them such effective hunters. Tree climbing would change too. Many snakes can wrap their entire bodies around branches. That's how they climb with remarkable precision. Legs could actually get in the way. Imagine trying to wrap a rope tightly around a pole after attaching 4 sticks to it. It becomes much less efficient. Ironically, legs could make climbing harder instead of easier. What about venomous snakes? Now things get scary. Imagine a king cobra that doesn't slowly approach. It charges. Or a rattlesnake that can suddenly leap over obstacles using powerful legs. People would need much faster reflexes to escape. Fortunately, evolution doesn't simply create the strongest possible predator. It creates the one that's best suited to its environment. And there's another problem: energy. Growing and maintaining 4 strong legs requires muscles. Muscles need food. Food requires hunting. A legged snake would burn far more energy every day than today's snakes. Modern snakes are incredibly efficient. Some can survive for months after eating just one large meal. That's possible because they conserve energy so well. Legs would make that much more difficult. Nature has already solved this problem. If you want a fast reptile with legs, you get a monitor lizard. If you want a silent ambush hunter, you get a snake. Evolution already filled both roles. Creating a snake with legs would mean competing directly against animals that are already perfectly adapted for running. Here's something fascinating. Some modern snakes still carry tiny remnants of their ancient legs. Pythons and boas have small claw-like structures near the base of their tails. These are called pelvic spurs. They're not used for walking. Instead, males mainly use them during mating. They're tiny reminders that snakes once had legs millions of years ago. So, if snakes had legs, they might run faster. They might chase prey more aggressively. But they'd lose the very ability that made snakes so successful in the first place. Their silent movement, their flexibility, their ability to disappear into places no other predator can reach. Sometimes, evolution doesn't make animals stronger. It makes them smarter by taking things away. And in the case of snakes, losing their legs may have been the best upgrade they ever received.